from Danica Marie that she did a while back, and mainly this here is to help the fellas out a little bit. Um, Shout out to Danica Marie. Let's get it.
Good evening, my beautiful crown heads. Y'all go ahead and take this time out right now to like the video, share the video, subscribe, and most importantly, hit that notification bell. That way you guys can be alerted for future dope discussions. So I had a lot of my big brother and little brother crown heads hit me up asking for some tips and tricks, if you will, for vetting and inspecting females today. You know, they want to know how they can weed through and get past all of these past me chicks. You know, they don't have time to be sitting around and trying to figure things out all all day, every day, not for too long anyway. And so what your little big sister did, y'all, was I came up with 5 easy tips for you guys to implement as far as vetting women. Okay, so let's pull up a chair. Your little big sister may be hopping up and down. We don't know yet, but let's just go ahead and pull up our banners. All right. All right. Peace, y'all. Peace, y'all. Peace. Okay, so the first thing that your little big sister came up with was this, y'all. Pay attention to her hobbies and things she spends the most time doing. This will help you keep game with the peep game. See, fellas, whatever a woman spends the majority of her time doing, that means that it's very important to her. It will tell you a lot about her personality type, her priorities, her mentality. So many things can be determined as far as what this woman spends majority of her time doing. Pay attention to hobbies such as clubbing, bar hopping,
Yep.
partying, stuff like that. Especially if you're not the type to be involved in that, that can be a red flag for you, right? So let's say that you're the type of guy that's a homebody. You don't really like being outside too much on the party scene. You don't like being at the club. Like, that is not your type of lifestyle. But this female that you're checking out or that you're interested in, you see that that's what she likes to do for the majority of the time. That's my dishwasher, y'all. Excuse me. I learned how to use my dishwasher, so now it's going off. You know, so excuse us. I hope y'all can't hear that, but you probably can. But if you can, look, we still wife. Okay, we got wifely duties. That's my dishwasher. All right. But pay attention, you guys, to those things, especially if it is in opposition to what you like to do, right? So, for example, if you are the homebody type, you don't like to be out on the scene, you don't like to party too much and so on and so forth. Well, by paying attention to that female's hobbies and you're being able to peep game on her and see that she likes to do those things, you can absolutely just weed her out. We already know she's not compatible with you. Y'all lifestyles are not on the same path, right? So by doing that, you can weed her out that way. Also, if she spends a lot of her time, fellas, doing things that you would deem to be unproductive, you don't deal with her either.
Right.
Now, on the flip side, you guys, let's say that you've been watching her and you've been paying attention to her hobbies and things that she spends, you know, the majority of her time doing, and you come to realize that she does a lot of the same things that you like to do. Well, boom. That could indicate that that's a good match for you and you guys can progress forward. But again, fellas, if you notice that her lifestyle is just not matching up to what you're looking for, don't go after her. You know, let's take it a step further, you guys. Y'all give us 115 likes. Let's take it a step further, you guys. Let's say that you're looking for the type of woman that is that would be a great candidate for a housewife, right? You're looking for a housewife. You're at the age in your life to where you're looking to settle down. You're looking to get married. You know, you don't got time for all of that hype stuff. You know, you're looking for a woman that can be a good homemaker, a good homekeeper, raise children, be able to keep the house in order. Well, you definitely are gonna want to hone in and zoom in on the fact that you know that female is maybe out in the streets too much and stuff like that, because again, she's not going to be a good candidate to be a housewife. Pay attention to, again, her hobbies, what she spends the majority of her time doing. If you notice that the majority of her time is spent outside of being in the house or outside of keeping the house in order or keeping the house together, you don't want to, she's not what you're looking for, bro. Like, at all. Like, move around her, go around her, she's not it. Right? I've seen a lot of brothers make that mistake. Let's go back to this. Pay attention to our hobbies. So I've seen a lot of brothers, for example, let's say, and this is bad too, because they be meeting these females at the club thinking that he can change her and shit. But anyway, so let's say he met this party girl, right? She was bubbly, she was charismatic, and he met her on the party scene, right? And so he's like, well, dang, like, she's really dope though. Like, she's cute. I feel like we have great conversation, great chemistry, you know, but, you know, when I met her, you know, we were out. Like, we was out in these streets. Like, every time I met up with her, we were out there partying. We were out there clubbing, bar hopping, whatever. But we kicked it off. And so y'all kick it off, right? Now you want to settle down with her. Now, mind you, the majority of her time was spent, hear me out. Mind you, the majority of this female's time was spent in the streets. Again, you met her there, right? Every weekend she was bar hopping. Every weekend she was club hopping, and y'all had a great time. Don't get me wrong. That's what she was doing with her life. Now you're wanting to be romantically involved with her and take her more seriously, but you know, that's what type of female that she is. But now you're wanting her to stay at home. Again, I've seen this backfire. Y'all gave us 145 likes. Now you want her to stay at home. You're like, girl, you know, it's time for us to settle down now. Like, we too old for all the club and bar hopping and being in the streets. Like, let's just chill. Like, we too old for that. And she like, boy, when you met me, hold on now. I know y'all have had similar situations. When you met me, I was out here in these streets. You met me, I was partying. You knew I was a party type of female. You knew I was the party girl. So don't try to change me now. So again, if you just would have paid attention to the type of, you know, things that she was spending the majority of her time doing, and say, you know what, I'm just going to accept her on that note for what she is, you could have avoided this. But so many times I've seen both men and women meet certain people and their character is very much so that of an opposition of what they're looking to build. And so they'll get with those people for whatever reason. Maybe they were cute or they had good chemistry or they really just like their vibe. But now they're trying to settle down and essentially change them. And that backfires. They will start to feel like you're trying to control them when you do that, fellas. So if you get with a woman and she's out there in the streets all the time, and now you want to settle down with her and you're noticing that, you know, she's like, you know what, you're trying to control me. Well, at that point, it's kind of on you, brother, because you already knew what type of female she was when you got with her. Right? Again, same thing that I see women do. They'll get with this no good guy. You know, he was cheating on his girlfriend with her. But now all of a sudden that, you know, he broke up with his main chick and now he's with her, she feels like it's going to be something different. Like, no. And then she's distraught, like, oh my God, I can't believe he cheating on me. Like, girl, you were the side chick when you met him. So what did you expect? Same thing in these kind of situations. So we definitely just want to pay attention to, you know, what those people's hobbies are and what they spend the most of their time doing. You know, on the flip side, let's say that her hobbies are reading or spending time with her family or cooking or, you know, things of that sort. Well, she may be a good candidate for you if you're looking for, again, a housewife, a homekeeper, a homemaker. That's the type of woman that you would want, you know. So you definitely want to pay attention to those things, y'all. Those can give away just key components to what that woman is about and help you within that vetting process. All right. Let me pull up my comments and see. Oh, we in here clowning. Shout out to Big Rob. Hold on. We can hit 200, y'all. Y'all give us 178 likes. Curtis says, we here for the lapses. Oh, we got to hit the laps today. We might hit the laps today. It just depends. It just depends. But I appreciate you. Who else did I see? I know I saw Big Rob. Let me see if I can pull up Big Rob. He says, if she's good for leaving the nest, bro, you can't invest. Ooh. I think that's lap worthy. What y'all think? Okay, I think it's lap worthy. Okay.
And man, this is old Danica.
Yeah. Yeah. And unfortunately, Big Rob, I've seen so many guys make this kind of investment and then they wonder why things are just going down south. They go downhill. It's like, man, I don't understand. Like, man, I'm taking care of her. I'm doing everything for her. And she just want to be in the streets all the time, man. I'm tired of this shit, man. Well, was she in the streets constantly when you met her? What was her hobbies? Man, well, you know, she liked to party with her friends and stuff. That was the kind of stuff she liked to do a lot of the time. Okay, so why would you settle down with that type of female? Why would you put your eggs in that basket? This is what people be doing. And then they complain, they come to me. And it's like, big brother, little brother, like, come on now. They tell me the backstory, and it's like, brother, like, you didn't know? Man, I mean, you know, when we got together, of course, you know what I'm saying? Like, we was young, we was partying and stuff, and, you know, that's what she liked to do. But, you know, we older now, and so I thought that, you know, I could, you know, sit her down and, you know, turn her into a housewife. Bro, no, you can't turn into no damn housewife. You gotta go based upon what somebody is actively showing and displaying to you. You cannot go based upon a vibe. Let's go there, because some of y'all be falling for the vibe, like, man, like, she just so cool, so chill, though. Like, we always have good conversations and so on. So, but then, Big Rob, you go into her hobbies and what she spends majority of her time doing, and it's in complete opposition. Like, yeah, she could be a cool girl, but again, she's not a good investment, like Rod said, because she's just not compatible in doing what you feel like a woman should be doing. It doesn't matter that you vibe with her energy or you like her chemistry or whatever. What is she doing? And a lot of these females, like you said, Rob, they good for leaving the nest, and these men these simp lollipoppies be trying to invest and then wonder why she looking for the next. Bars. Come on now. Because now she's feeling like you're controlling her. You're trying to change her. That's what happens, fellas. That's what happens when you're not paying attention to these kind of details. You're trying to overlook them, like, oh, it's not a big deal. No, that's a big deal. Whatever somebody spends majority of their time doing, that's what's important to them. Like, that's a part of their life. You just can't overlook that and say, well, we got good chemistry and we vibe real well, so, you know, we'll work it out later. Like, no, that's who she is. If she's a club hopper, when you met her and that's all that she does a lot of times, that's who she is. That's where her priorities lie. So if you want to get into a relationship with that type of female, come on, bro. She's not going to prioritize a relationship if that is her character. That's what she likes to do with her time. Just period. Her hobbies are drinking and club hopping and stuff. That's who she is, bro.
Yep.
You cannot then turn around and say, yeah, I'm going to sit her down, make her be a
that.
homebody and, you know, relax. And nah, that's not going to work. So you absolutely right, Big Rob. Y'all give us 245 likes. Y'all are super dope. Appreciate y'all. Hey, Gail. She says, red flags are always there. Men sometimes vet a woman after sex, after baby, and after the child support. Or, oh, I think I got to hit a lap. No, Miss Gail did not say that. Ho. Miss Gail said, y'all brothers be waiting to after the nut. Hold on. Miss Gail said y'all be waiting after the ski. Oh, ski. God damn. Y'all be waiting to after all the ski is out. And now y'all trying to figure out, okay, so what's she about though then? You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I'm trying to find me a real woman out here. You know, it's kind of hard. You know, it's kind of hard to find a real woman out here, but, you know what I'm saying? But, like, what are you about though? Because I really like your style, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, brother, she pregnant. She pregnant, now you're trying to vet her and ask her what she like to do, what's her hobbies, what she spend her time doing. Boy, she pregnant. The hell? Brothers, we have got to be more careful. Got to be more careful. But you're right, Miss Gail. It's some brothers out here be doing that. Red flags all throughout. You see that this girl a borderline alcoholic, borderline crackhead. And you like, nah, but she cool though, and she bad in the motherfucker, that ass fat, you know what I'm saying? And you know, so yeah, she'll be a good woman for me. Nigga, that's a crackhead. Like, what is you doing with that ass though? The nigga, you know, she real cool though. That's a crackhead, brother. And they just I'll be outdone, Miss Gail. I'll be outdone. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, you know, I would always give her money for the crack, but, you know, she was real cool on me, but, you know, once we got together, I noticed that she was draining all my money and stuff. You know, she asked for money all the time, you know what I'm saying? And I'm looking around like, damn, where my money at? You know what I'm saying? She was a crackhead when you met her, bro. And so y'all just gotta be careful. Man, all my stuff started coming up missing and shit. Like, man, the nigga, I swear, bro, God, like, I don't know what happened. I know what happened, brother. You waited till all the skeet was out. And now you want to say, God damn. That's what had happened. Hold on. I got robbed. Y'all in here laughing. I'm dead ass serious. Red flags could be there. Now, I'm not going to lie, Gail. Sometimes, this is what I'm talking about, though, Miss Gail. We're going to get into it, y'all. Because it's not all the time that red flags are there. It's always going to be exceptions, you guys. I would say most times red flags are there. But I got to be honest, Miss Gail, sometimes, like, these females can be slick. But we going to get into it. Yeah, the ski guy. God dang. They be waiting till all the ski gone, and now they're like, man, this bitch ain't shit, man. I swear, man. She trying to take all my motherfucking money. She trapped me with a baby. It's like, brother, come on now. Your little big sister gotta be real. Your little big sister gotta be real. Yeah, and that's what I'm gonna get into, Goldie. I'm gonna get into it. Don't worry. It's a level 7 conversation. We can hit 300, you guys. Y'all like, share, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate it. Look, We gonna be real. Sometimes we a little bit too real, but we gonna keep it real. All right, shit. Stop, Gil. You the one started this. You the one started this shit. Y'all not. We not doing this. Yeah, that was a borderline crackhead, and now he wondering why all his stuff coming up missing. He want to complain to me, talking about she ain't shit, man. Like, come on, bro. So what Miss Gail said wasn't a lie. Like, some of y'all waiting till y'all got a baby on the way. You know, you already 9 strokes in, and now you want to bet. Like, you know what, damn, bro. So what's your name again? Like, you don't know this bitch name. All of it hitting the ovaries and shit. You in so damn deep, you hitting ovaries, fallopian tubes and shit, and you want to know, yeah, so how you feel about, you know, boy, if you don't go sit your ass down. This bitch pregnant and shit, you want to ask questions. All right, y'all, let's move that along, because we're not going to play with y'all. We're not going to play with y'all, man. Y'all give us 290 likes. Why we not at 300? Y'all like, share, comment, and subscribe. It's some real talk for y'all. It's what y'all need. All right, brother. So first things first, you want to pay attention to her hobbies and things she spent the most time doing. That's, again, going to tell you a lot about her character, her mentality, her priorities, her personality, so many different things. Okay. Next, you want to pay attention to the company she hangs around the most. Ooh, now this is a good one. Let me This a good one, you guys. It's some females out there that hang around nothing but hoes. Oh, damn it. There's some females out there that hang around nothing but horrors in my Kaya voice. And y'all be like, no, but she ain't like them. No. My girl ain't like her though. Oh, bro. Oh, you fucker. Oh, you fucker. She don't hang around nothing but whores, and you think she different. No. And again, this ties into number 1 as well, because let me be real, y'all. Damn, I used to buy my damn lip gloss. I gotta go buy some more lip gloss. Let's be dry and shit. Let me be real with y'all. Stop laughing. It's real talk.
Sorry.
There are women that are so relatable, so cool, so down to earth, so sweet, so loving, so nice, so inviting, to where they can have a plethora of different ladies that they are friends with. Like, they can have friends that are lawyers. They can have friends that are nurses. They can have friends that are bartenders. And they can have friends that are strippers. Like, those women do exist. But again, it ties back into who she hangs around the most.
Right.
So if you notice that she spent a lot of her time, okay, again, with those 35K type of females, and y'all know what we're talking about, right? Let's say that she has friends. She has a lot of friends, but they're all kind of within the same type of, I don't know, lines of work, if you will. She got friends. All her friends are bartenders and strippers. All her friends are OnlyFans models. All her friends are Instagram models. All her friends are video basins. Like, you got to peep game,
Yep.
brother. All right.
Got to.
This could be something. Because, like they say, birds of a feather
Flock together.
Oh, birds of a feather will flock together. And if you dealing with a certain type of female, they will flop together. Okay? They will flop together, if you know what I mean. And so, please, brothers, pay attention to the company that she hangs around the most, that she spends the most of her time with, doing the majority of her activities and hobbies with. This is going to be major as far as the vetting process is concerned. Because again, I've seen guys to where, they were dealing with females that they really liked, and they was like, yeah, she's so cool. Thank you, Rob, again. I'm going to read that in a second. Thank you, Cafe Puro. I appreciate you as well. I'll read that in a second. Y'all in here dying laughing. I'm dead ass serious. I've seen guys to where the lady that they liked, she was just consumed with a bunch of 304s. And he had in his mind like, oh no, but she's not like that though. Like, yeah, all her friends and stuff, they're into that type of lifestyle, but my girl, she ain't like that. Boy, please. The hell? Nope. Especially if these are her consistent friends that she's constantly hanging around with. You gotta know it's something within her that resonates and vibrates on that level, on that frequency of 304 culture, and you just probably don't want to be involved with that, because that type of female is probably going to most likely engage or participate in some activities that maybe you wouldn't want her to as your woman. So let me give an example here, and y'all give us 333 likes. 333, love it. Let me use this example here, you guys. I've known of some instances where this guy absolutely was in love with this woman. She's beautiful. Her body is banging.
Mm-hmm.
The sex is A1. Shorty know all the tricks. Like, he don't even know it, but he in love with a stripper. I'm in love with a stripper. He low-key in love with a stripper, don't even know it. Right? And so he gets with her, they again vibing. He's feeling like, yeah, she got a good vibe though, she cool, mother. But then I notice all her friends. All her friends. And they like, you know what? And I'm just using an example. Don't add me yet. Don't add. As a matter of fact, don't add me at all. Okay, I don't want to hear this shit. I'm like, yeah, nigga, yeah, she cool, all of that, but you know what I'm saying? I know it's her friends on some other type of stuff, but she ain't really into that now. Now she do got her OnlyFans though.
And that's the problem. Brothers, I want to need y'all to quit lying to yourselves. If your girl looks like a hoe, walks like a hoe, talks like a hoe, breathes like a hoe, looks like a hoe, your woman is a hoe. Let's get back into this.
But she told me. Hold on, y'all. I gotta make sure my volume was right, because my microphone thing is tripping. She told me it ain't nothing that deep. Ain't nothing I gotta worry about and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, she got an OnlyFans, but ain't nothing I gotta worry about it. So, but her
What the hell
friends,
you mean you ain't gotta worry about
it? She don't be out here, She just got the OnlyFans on the side. It ain't that deep for her. You know what I'm saying? And then, lo and behold, he tried to get into a serious relationship, right?
Dumbass.
And he's telling her, like, look, I don't want the woman that I'm with to be on OnlyFans. Like, yeah, I know. And this is some real stuff. This is a real situation that happened. Right? He's like, I don't want my girl to be on OnlyFans. Like, it was different when we weren't that serious. That was just something that you did on the side for a little extra cash, whatever. You were single, you could do what the hell you want. But now you're with me. I need my woman to put that kind of stuff away. And she's like, oh no, the fuck? Again, this is what she spent majority of her time doing. This is the type of activity that she likes to partake in. You saw the company that she kept on a consistent basis.
Yep.
You think she wasn't being influenced by that? If a woman that you're dealing with is surrounded by a female that is instilling into her that whole culture is okay. Like, girl,
Talk about it.
ain't nothing wrong with OnlyFans. Ain't nothing wrong with stripping. Ain't nothing wrong with, showing this and showing that. Get to the money, get into the bag. Like, girl, anybody got a problem with that, girl? They just ain't with the times. So if that's your girl's company, and that's the type of things that they are saying,
Mm-hmm.
you think that's not being instilled into your woman and telling her?
Yes, we're live,
and then
Jay
you come
Walker.
along
We are
and Now
live.
you're trying to be serious and tell her to do something else. You think though that's not in her subconscious mind that you're just not with the times, and again you're trying to control her, you're trying to dictate her life, run her life, so on and so forth. Hell no. This is also why the company
Go
that
on, Jay
your
Walker.
girl or the female that you're vetting keeps is important as well, because they are going to have an influence on her. They are absolutely going to have an influence on her mentality, her personality, just
Right.
like the hobbies and the things that she spends the most of her time doing. Right? So it's very important to peep game on the company your girl keeps. I don't care if it's family or friends. You have to pay attention to that, because these females
Always
get in
pay attention.
your woman's mind. They're going to be influencing her. Period. Even if she doesn't want them to, they are. So if she's hanging around a bunch of females that's telling her, girl, he's trying to control you, girl, he's trying to run you, girl, he's trying to tell you what to do, girl, you run your own life, girl, you can do what you want to do, how you want to do it, when you want to do it. You think that's not going to have an impact on your relationship moving forward?
Talk to him a little bit, sis.
See, you thought that she would be different. She would turn it off once she got with you, and it didn't go that way. You thought she would stop hanging around these females once she got with you, but it didn't go that way. No, you have to take those things into consideration. That's a part of her.
And I got to pause this for a second. 9 times out of 10, whoever you get with in the beginning of the relationship, 9 times out of 10, the person you get at the beginning of a relationship is the person that they're going to continue to be. So you trying to change them, this, that, and the third, it's just putting yourself behind the 8 ball.
Right? You just can't gloss over that like, yeah, that's fine for now, but when I get with her and when I make her my woman, that'll change. No, you cannot be that damn
Gullible
to believe that. Especially as it pertains to females these days. Now, can you inspire women to change or do something differently and so on and so forth? Absolutely. But let's just be realistic, you guys. And when it comes to vetting, it was better to just be cautious.
Right.
Than sorry. You know what I'm saying? I would maneuver around that. I really would. Because what she spends majority of her time doing as far as her hobbies and her activities, that's going to play a role into who she is. And then again, who she surrounds herself with. Because they are absolutely going to be chiming in and telling her things when you're not around. Or when you are around. You just never know. So you just got to be careful and peep game on that. If you're noticing that the girl that you're dating or scoping out, you're noticing that the company of friends that she keeps is just not conducive to a healthy relationship that you would want to be in, just don't. I wouldn't. I would talk to her about it. Hold on. Let's go here. I would talk to her about it first.
Respectfully, the nigga, I won't disagree with you. If you're talking to a chick and you see the chick not, not staying around, just just go your own way. Don't even talk to her. If you're dealing with a chick and you don't see the chick staying around, just go your own way. It ain't no point. It's no point in a conversation. Just go your own way and find somebody who clicks with you better.
I would say, hey, what's up with your friends? Why did they do all of that? Are you into stuff like that too? Yeah, because I mean, if I wouldn't want my girl, I wouldn't want my woman to do those kind of activities. I wouldn't want my woman to behave like that. I wouldn't want my woman to think like that, so on and so forth. Like, these are things that you absolutely should voice and speak up to in the vetting process. That way, if you guys were to pursue something further, she would already have an idea of how you feel about it. It would be no surprises. It wouldn't be like you just woke up one day and was like, yeah, cut those friends off. We don't deal with them no more. Or yeah, stop hanging around them, or stop doing those hobbies and activities. I don't want you to do that anymore. That could be a recipe for a disaster.
Yep.
So pay attention to those things, and then if it's a problem, voice your concerns about them. Address it. Right? Let me go to my comments and see what y'all are saying. Says true. Hold on. Y'all give us 350 likes. Hold on. Okay, thank you, Cafe. He says, keep being the truth. We appreciate you and your contribution. I appreciate you and your contribution. Right? Like, share, comment, and subscribe, you guys. Let me pull my damn banners up, because y'all not going to play with me. Y'all already know YouTube be hating on us, so we don't need y'all hating on us too. Okay? Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Okay, I got Cafe. Thank you. Again, Rob, he says, Lil Bro called her 3 times last night. She called back in the morning asking for a ride home. You need dope discussions, young G. I know you fucking like, bitch, you walking. You'll be walking. These boots were made for walking. That's just what you'll do. Bitch, you finna be walking in this month. Hell no. Fellas, hear your little big sister out, y'all. If you're dealing with a female to where she's disrespecting you, that's disrespect, y'all. And we're going to get into that later on. That's on my list too, Rob. But that's disrespectful. You're reaching out to her, trying to see what's up with her, and then she ignores your call until she needs something? Oh, I'll be damned. Again, that's a red flag. It would be no more. I wouldn't contact that female ever again in life. But it's some males out there that be like, yeah, I called you 3 times. Did you get my call? Oh, my phone was dead. No, it wasn't, Ish.
No, it was not. She's a liar, and most likely she was up under another dude. Tell the truth, shame the devil.
They just eat it up like, yeah, okay.
Dumbass.
Thank you, Eugene. This female might be hanging around the sisterhood.
Oh, talk about it.
She might. And again, that's part of the vetting and inspecting process. Seeing what she spends the majority of her time doing. It's probably some females out there spending the majority of their time in the divesting community on YouTube. She probably spent the majority of her time in the I Am the Prize Level Up channels on YouTube. That'll tell you a lot about her. Girl, got to be more careful. But we're going to get into it, y'all. Just wait on it. We can hit 400. Y'all give us 370. Queenie says, sis, you hit that nail in the head with the friends part. That's important. It's major. And also if you tell her about that one friend and no change. Ooh. Right. Because that's important. If you are dealing with a woman, right, and you let her know like certain things are bothering you, or you're not comfortable with certain things, and she's not making any kind of move or adjustments to accommodate you or make you feel more comfortable, that's a red flag too, because it's showing that she really doesn't value your opinions or value your input. You need a woman that's going to respect you. When you tell a woman, look, I don't like this friend, I feel like she's a bad influence, I don't like the lifestyle that she lives on and so forth, I don't feel like it's beneficial for you to be around her, and she doesn't respect that speaks volumes. Let me tell y'all something. My husband, he is not the controlling type whatsoever, and I love that about him. He allows me to blossom on my own. Now, if it's something like completely out of line, he gonna check that shit, and I better correct that shit. But for the most part, he just allows me to do me, and then, you know, if I ask him, he'll say something. I asked my husband about certain individuals, and again, he did not tell me what to do. But what he did was what a wise man would do. He asked me questions, and he made me answer it for myself. He said, you know, well, what do you do when you're around those individuals? Is there anything that is productive, anything that you like to do? And I thought about it, I'm like, no. It's usually, you know, doing things that they like to do, and I'm not really into all of those things and so on and so forth. You know, it's just me, you know, trying to be a trooper or trying to be a good sport and just hanging around. You know what I mean? If they ask me to do X, Y, and Z, I just do. He was like, so why would you want to hang around individuals like that to where they're not even doing things that is in alignment with what you stand for or what you're about? And I said, well, damn. He said, when have they ever did something that you wanted to do or that you would like to do? When have they ever met you where you were in your environment? And I was like, damn, this never happened. He said, exactly. So why would you hang around individuals like that?
Mm-hmm. Why?
Do you drink? I said, no. Okay. Do you like going to bars and clubs? I said, no. He said, okay. Do you like partying? Smoking? Any of that? No, I don't. He said, okay, that's your answer.
Exactly.
So again, why are you hanging around those type of people if they're not even doing things that you like to do? And it was a wrap ever since. It was a wrap ever since. I've been solo dolo ever since. I'm like, damn, you're right. Nobody ever meets me in my comfort zone. You know, I guess I would be a lame. Like, I like to relax, chill, listen to music, talk. You know what I mean? Go out into the sun, sit and meditate. You know, do grounding. You know what I'm saying? Yoga, meditation. Like, that's my vibe. And he was like, and when have they ever done anything that would accommodate you or met you where you were? And I said, never. He said, okay then. So don't, he said, don't, that's your answer. What you asking me for? Why are you asking me should you hang out with these people? Why are you asking me? I was like, okay, well, damn. So it's very important. Like, and my husband, he helped me to realize those things. Like, certain people you just gotta cut off, you just gotta go. And I could tell my husband was uncomfortable with me hanging around certain individuals because it wasn't good for me. Like, it wasn't anything productive being done. But again, it's like, okay, those are people or those are her homegirls, whatever. So go ahead. But if you ask me my opinion, I would tell you to let it go. And so I had to let it go. And I listened to my husband since then. Because now, since I brought it to his attention, now he can say something about it and say, okay, I don't like that. And I don't think it's okay for you to hang around them people or do those things until they can grow up and change and evolve and become productive. And so it's just been like that ever since. Y'all are silly. I'm trying to keep up with y'all donations. Because y'all don't got to give me no money, but I appreciate it. I really do. Okay, I got Gail already. Y'all in here dying laughing. I got Cop Cafe. Okay, Rob. I got Rob. And again, Rob, tell your homeboy, cut that girl off. Girl, you gonna be you will be walking. I got Eugene. I got Queenie. If I missed you, I apologize. Let me spell a bind on my phone. Thank you, Prodigal. He says, one way to vet is find out who she subscribed to on YouTube. As soon as you find out she listens to black feminist or anti-black man content, get rid of her immediately. You know what, y'all? I don't understand how you could be with a black man and listen to that type of content. I don't understand that at all, Pro. How can you be with a black man and yet you're listening to rhetoric like that? And all it's doing, Pro, is creating conflict within your household.
Right.
Because now, again, that's the company that she's keeping. I don't care if it's online, y'all. That's still company that you're keeping. I don't care if she's never talked to these people a day in her life. She's listening to them. So by default, that's company. And so they're having an influence on her and on how she's thinking. So if you're kind of hearing black men are trash, black men are conquered, black men are dusty, black men are broke, black men are non-productive, black men are this, that, and the third, and you're with the black man, on some subconscious level, you're being programmed to view him in a certain light. Oh, it would be a dub with that. Girl, please. You can keep you and your divested community and your black man's trash community. You keep it, sis. Pass her up immediately. All right? If I miss anybody, I apologize. I gotta get through my list, y'all. All right. So I got pay attention to her hobbies and things she spends the most time doing. I got pay attention to the company that she hangs around the most. Next, y'all. Now this is a key one. This is the key one, you guys. And this is a little bit of a doozy. Talk to her about things that are important to you or interest you without letting her know where you stand, to gauge her honest opinions and feelings. Now hold up. Hold up. What do we mean by that one, you guys? I'll tell you. Like, share, comment, and subscribe, y'all. Let me get rid of this banner so I'll be able to see better. So, you guys, where a lot of you go wrong within the vetting process when it comes to women is y'all will by default let her know how you feel or how you view certain things. So, for example, you guys will automatically say, you know what? I want my woman to be submissive. Let's just throw it out there. I desire my woman to be submissive. I desire my woman to listen to me, to cater to me, to nurture me, to be patient with me, to be feminine, to be in shape, and all these different things. You will outright tell her these things. And what you guys do when you do that, instead of just talking to her, engaging her opinion, what you guys do is you are setting yourself up to potentially be finessed.
Sad but true.
Especially if you are a man of means. Especially if you are a man that is the ideal man to be with. You could be setting yourself up when you just outright vocally express how you really feel and what your perspective is, what you look for, so on and so forth. No, it's important to just bring certain subjects up and allow her to express herself. Because what a lot of females are doing now, you guys, is they're listening to what you're saying and they're going along with your flow, even if it's not how they really feel. Are y'all following me with that? David says, D. Right, Dollar, don't help her lie. Absolutely.
Bingo.
C Square says, damn, yeah, this some real talk. UFO says exactly. See, what you want to do is just bring up certain subjects and say, you know what? How do you feel about submission? Would you describe yourself to be, the submissive type, or are you more of a boss bitch type of energy? You don't have to directly say boss bitch energy, but just say like, are you more of the submissive type, or would you say that you are more of a modern woman? And allow her to express herself. Don't help her, like my brother said. Don't help her lie. Don't help her finesse you. Don't help her cheat you. Oh no, we gotta see what she's saying. Where's her mind at? This is how you do it, fellas. A lot of y'all are too vocal. And there's nothing wrong with expressing yourself and letting a woman know where you stand, but don't do that during the vetting process. Not in the beginning, not before you know how she feels first. Let's get into it, you guys. So what you'll do is you'll say, well, how do you feel about being a stay-at-home wife? How do you feel about the man being the one that's in the leadership position? How do you feel about the man being the one that is in control, that's in the dominant position? Is that something that you're okay with, or do you have a problem with this?
And I'm gonna pause this for a second. I think the reason why a lot of relationships go straight to hell. Excuse me. A lot of reason why relationships really don't last long is because I don't think we do enough talking about the stuff that we need to talk about. And I'm glad that Danica pointed it out. This is stuff that men and women should talk about if they plan on being with somebody long term.
Something like that. And you allow her to speak her truth. You don't tell her, yeah, I want my woman to be submissive. I want my woman to allow me to be in the dominant role. I need my woman to follow my lead. No, don't tell her that. No, don't do it. We're living in a new time. It's a new day and age where you cannot do that. You got to allow a woman to voice how she feels first. Just ask casually. Don't put too much sauce on it. What do I mean by that? What I mean by that is this, you guys. Don't say, well, how do you feel about submission? A lot of females have a problem with submission these days. And, I just don't understand why they have such a problem with submission, But how do you feel about it? Let's put too much sauce on it. You're already alluding to the fact that, you have a problem with a woman having a problem with submission. No. Casually. As a matter of factly. Nonchalantly. Well, how do you feel about this? Don't put too much on it. Don't give away your...
And even though I agree with what Danica is saying, I'm at this point, I'm not going to call these women. I'm gonna be like I'm the man. I'm used to taking the lead and all that. I'm be like, if you want this to be long term, I'm gonna need you to submit and cooperate. That's just how I'm gonna say it.
What your stance is, because what we're trying to do is get an honest opinion. We're trying to gauge her honest feelings. Right? Thank you so much, Big Brother Philip. Appreciate you so much. This is what you guys need to do. This would help you guys a lot. This is simple things. I'm just talking about sparking a casual conversation. Asking her certain things very nonchalantly, not putting too much on it, not gearing her towards how you feel about it. No. Because what we need to know is she really a match for you? Is she really compatible? Let me say this. Y'all give us 400 likes. Let me say this, y'all. Let me check my likes, y'all. Because y'all not going to play with us. And you two already be playing with us. Hold on. Let me say this, y'all. Okay, y'all doing good. I appreciate it. Let me say this. There are a lot of females today that are scoping you out. Like I said, especially when you are the ideal man. We talked about chameleons earlier.
Mm-hmm.
You think that these females are not being chameleons during the vetting process when they know that you are the ideal man that they would want to be with? You are the man that they desire. You think they're not going to try to fit your mold so that they can get chose and then switch up later? Oh, hell no, we don't allow that. So what you guys could be dealing with is a female that really does not. She doesn't like submission.
Yep.
She feel like that's weak, that's inferior, that's beneath her. It's degrading, so on and so forth. That's how she really feels. But she heard you and what you said, and guess what? You got money, you got businesses, you got assets. You can provide her with stability and security, all kind of things. You fine as a motherfucker, you know. And they like, oh, well, shit. He said he with submission, so okay, I'm just gonna agree with that. Yeah, you know, I don't have a problem with that. That's fine. You know, if a man wants submission, I don't feel like that would be too much of a problem for me. You know, I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And then you get with her, boom, switch up. That's what a switch up happens.
Yep.
Because you let her know your hand, you played your hand. You don't do that with these females today. Because they're going to tell you what you want to hear. Just to get next to you. Just to get access to you. No, let her tell you. Then you can go back and say, well, okay, I agree with that or I disagree with that. Mm-hmm. And then you make your decision from there. Mm-hmm. Let's say that you're the 50-50 type of guy. Let's go here with it. Let's say that you're the 50-50.
And the sad thing is, the 92% that voted for Kamala Harris are the main ones that need a 50-50 man, but they will not go for a 50-50 man.
Type of guy, right? You ask her, you know, how do you feel about a woman going 50-50 with a man? How do you feel about something like that? Is that cool with you? Or is that something that you would have a problem with? Gauge her response. If she says, oh, hell nah, a nigga going 50-50, he must be broke, you know. Nah.
If she goes like that after you mention 50-50, dump the bitch.
I mean, me and niggas gonna take care of me, do everything. I'll be at home now, but I ain't doing. Nah, if you ain't got the bag, then I can't get with nothing like that, cause you know, hell nah. Then you got your answer, right? But what you don't want to do is go ahead and tell this female, you know, I'm the 50-50 type of guy. I believe that we should have equality in the relationship. If I do this, you should do the same.
And I'm going to say this too. The women that do 50-50, that are willing to do 50-50, are the ones that always get married.
Thing vice versa. She can like you. She can really like you and be like, okay, he's fine though. And Yeah, he do got, you know, a lot going for himself. He's very successful, and if he want to go 50-50, okay, that's okay. So she'll play along with that kind of game, and then in the back of her mind, she's like, nigga, please. You got all this money, ain't no way in hell I'm finna go 50-50 with your ass. Oh, hell no. You get with her, and now all of a sudden, you know, I've been thinking, and I just don't know about the whole 50-50 thing. Like, I mean, you're successful, right? Like, you have a lot of money. You got a lot going for yourself. I just don't feel like you don't want to play your hand. You want to give a woman an opportunity to say her or speak her piece. And then you can either confirm or deny. But you never give away your hand at the beginning. No, you let her talk, you let her express herself, and then you can come back and either agree with it or disagree with it. I feel like that's very effective, you guys. I think that can be very effective for y'all. Why y'all in here laughing, bro?
And I'm gonna tell you something. The ultimate shit test to a woman is to shit test her on the 50-50 question. It works every damn time.
I don't know what's funny. Are you on fire? Big Poppy said 50-50 is weak. Some people it's fine with them, you know? And so you just want to make sure that the woman that you're dealing with is fine with that too. Don't allow her to switch up. Let her tell you how she really feels about it. You know, let her tell you 50-50 is weak. And then you can discard of her or you can keep her. It depends on what you want. Thank you, Eugene. This is what dating is about. Getting to know your date. See what she is about. See how she acts. See what she believes in. Absolutely. Absolutely. But what you don't want to do is provide her with, you know, the ammunition to be able to finesse you. Thank you again, Gail. She says, back in the day, you had to vet her whole world. Parents, father, friends, pastor. You had 10 references before you could ask her dad if you could take her out for a chaperone walk. Damn. Not a chaperone walk. Hell no. I gotta do all of that and still be watched. Oh, hell no. Thank you, Big Brother Philip. He says, an OG myself, none of this is new to me, but a lot of the younger generation males were never told any of this. Giving them options to think about is game changing. Yes. Because we have a lot of young men that follow us that ask these things that would, you know, help, and this would very much so help them out. You know, but don't get it twisted though, Big Brother Philip. We got people our age, older, you know, asking for advice about this. Okay, I got a problem. If I miss anybody, I apologize, y'all. Thank you, confidence is A1. And again, thank you so much, Philip. It says, yeah, a lot of women will fake the funk or mirror you. Ooh, I love that. Then switch up months down the road. It's hard to keep the facade. You dropped the gem with this one. Oh, absolutely. Yes. They will tell you anything and everything that you want to hear just to get next to you, just to get in the door. And then once they get their foot in the door, they switch it up. It's like, oh, I never liked that. I never agreed with that. Or I changed my mind. You know, I really don't. I never was with that, but I was doing that because, you know, I thought.
And that right there is a fake. It's a fake. BICTH. How you going? How you? And that's why a lot of men do not trust women. It's because they come at you one way, and then out of nowhere, once they get what they want out of you, they want to sit there switch up. That's why I believe don't trust anybody until they show you who they really are. If they're proven to be a liar, they're a liar. If they're proven to be a truthful person, they're a truthful person.
That would be something that I could get accustomed to, but you know, I changed my mind. So no, you don't allow a female to do that because they absolutely will mirror you. That's the perfect term. They'll mirror you and have you believe in that. Oh, that's my reflection. Oh yeah, she compliments me. Oh yeah, this could work. It's gonna be beautiful. All because you let her know where you stood first, without having her to explain herself or tell you how she felt, what she wanted. Let me see. Prodigal says 50-50 means you're forfeiting 50% of your masculinity to your woman if she forfeits 50% of femininity to you. Look, but it's some people who like that 50-50, you know. So I'm not gonna completely knock it, but I did talk about it in my book, y'all. Y'all go get that book. Submission is not the enemy. It's down in the description box. Quick, simple, easy read. We addressed that. So absolutely. All right, y'all, let's move that along. I think that was a real gem for y'all. You know, just ask questions and don't allude to anything. Don't give off the fact that you're leaning more towards something else than the other. Like, really ask these questions and let her express how she feels. Because, like I said, like we saying, like a lot of females today, they're in their finesse bag. They know how to be a chameleon. They know how to mirror back to you. They know how to parrot you and be like, yeah, that's fine. Submission is fine too. I like submission too. Like, no, you cannot do that, you guys. That can be dangerous. Allow them to tell on themselves. All right. Now, this is another gem for y'all. Okay, outside of talking to her about things that are important to you or interest you without letting her know where you stand to gauge her honest opinion or feelings, start off with medium maintenance. Oh shit.
Okay, what you mean by that?
I said start off with medium maintenance. Let me gloss my lips. Y'all like, what the fudge? What the fudge cake is medium maintenance? Hold, let's put it back. Don't put too much sauce on the ribs. I said, don't put too much sauce on the ribs. Don't put too much ketchup on the fries. We gotta break this one down, y'all. This a gem and a jewel that is being dropped. Don't.
Dang it. Hold on, y'all.
Don't do too much.
Exactly.
It's some guys out there. Thank you, C Squared. Thank you, Al High. Thank you, Nigel. I'll read those in a second. Let's get into it, y'all. Don't do too much. It's so many men today that feel like they have to go over the top in order to impress a woman. I gotta go over the top in order to get this woman. No. You give her medium maintenance. I didn't say low maintenance. I didn't say high maintenance. I said medium. You start off there. You gauge her there. The reason why you don't want to start off high maintenance when you're vetting is because you don't want this woman to be into you for all the wrong reasons. You pulling up in $100,000 car. She didn't even like you until you pulled up in there. She didn't think that you were attractive. She didn't think that you were interesting. She didn't like you at all. But then you pull up in $100,000 car, and now all of a sudden, you got her interest.
Now that's just gross. I'm sorry. not into the guy, but into the guy's money. You women that think like this are fucking gross.
You flashing all your money.
Idiot.
You pulling out big wides and stuff, all hundreds. She didn't even like you before she started.
And any man who does that is a dumbass.
Y'all can give us, hold on, we gotta have 415 likes. When you start off real high maintenance because you're trying to impress this female, you can reel her in, but there's no guarantee you're gonna keep her that way. You have to understand and know that this woman is here because she wants to be here with me. She's interested in me first and foremost. And what a lot of guys do is they make the grave mistake of showing off what they have, showing off, what they do, all these different things.
Do not show off.
As a means or a measure to impress a woman or get her. And you never want to get her like that.
Don't.
That's when you start getting introduced to gold diggers, users, finessers, schemers. Because this is how you reeled her in. You reeled her in by being flashy. She didn't even like you outside of that. She went from uninterested to, okay, what can he do for me? What can I get for what can I get?
Talk about it.
This is why you don't start off that way. Don't start off too high. Don't start off too low. Let's go to the too low. The reason why you don't start off too low, y'all give us 431 likes. The reason why you don't start off too low is because it's in a female's nature to look for stability and security. Sorry, this is in our nature, you guys. I don't care what caliber of woman she is. That's what it is. And so, if you're starting off on...
But the problem with women, with modern women, is that when they get in hypergamy, they put their hypergamy over their common sense, and that right there is the problem.
The low end, and you're trying to, let's say, play it down like, oh no, I'm broke, I don't got shit going for myself, I'm just kind of like this bum. I just want to know if a female could really just accept me for who I am. Good luck, bro. No, because I'm gonna tell you right now, no woman is gonna check for a bum. Okay, so what I don't want you to do is have money and then pretend to be a bum, because that can backfire terribly. Like, she could be a quality woman and still pass your ass up because she has it in her mind, you can't take care of me. And that's in every female's nature to want somebody to take care of them. At least basic necessities. Like, come on, my guy. So you don't want to start off too low either, because that could just turn off everybody. That can turn off any woman, even a quality woman, right? But if you start right in that medium maintenance, you can really gauge that woman's character. You can really gauge what she's about, what she stands for, what her priorities are. 444 likes, y'all. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate y'all. YouTube been hating on us, trying to hide us. Not sending out our notifications, but it's all right. We're going to still thrive and grow. Crown Head Nation cannot be stopped, YouTube. You start right there in that medium spot, you guys, you'll be able to see a lot as it pertains to that woman. If you give her something that, is not too extraordinary, but again, it's not bad either, you'll be able to see what she's about, what she's into, what is she really here for. If I can't pull up giving her medium maintenance, again, that's neither too hot or too cold. It's like smack dab in the middle, just for us to get to know each other. Then she doesn't deserve you. Why should she deserve you at your flashy, high maintenance level if she can't even take you at the medium level? And to me, the medium level is like the base level, right? We'll equate this to, how can we do this? We'll equate this to a date at a coffee shop. If I can't take you on a date to a coffee shop to get to know you and talk to you, why should I take you to a 5-star restaurant and cash out on you and try to get to know you then? You can't even accept me here. We're not pulling up to the Cheeto factory in my Hooptyville, okay? We're not pulling up to the Cheeto factory. We're at a coffee shop. But we're also not at a 5-star restaurant. This is right down in the middle to where we can just really gauge each other. I can really scope you out for who you are, and you can do the same thing. There's no distractions. This is a base level. Let me figure you out. So if I can't get to know you on the medium coffee shop level, then you don't deserve the 5-star, the penthouse suite, the luxury home, whatever I have, the vacations. Hell no. So if you start at the medium stage, okay, the medium maintenance stage, and she's like, oh my gosh, this is so beneath me. A coffee shop. Nigga, a coffee shop. Look. See, you must be broke, because who would pull up to the coffee shop trying to get to know me? Like, don't you know who I am? I'm the motherfucking prize. If you're not trying to spend at least $1,000 on the first date, nigga, like, you.
And any woman who speaks like that, talking about, oh, you got to spend money to date me, tell that woman to kiss your ass.
Not even for me. Well, now we know we can weed her ass out.
Damn right.
Because this is respectable. And she can't respect the respectable. Hell, I'm going to do with her.
Exactly.
Again, I didn't
What
pull
good
up at
are
the
you?
Cheeto factory offering her a bag of Cheetos and some cheese dust. Like, yeah, you know, I'm on the grind though. Just wait for me. I'm gonna come up. Don't sleep on me. I'm almost there. You know what I'm saying? Just wait on me. Just wait on me, baby. Like, no, that's not what you did. And she had a problem with that. So again, fellas, just gauge how she is, how she responds to that. And then if you get to know her at that medium maintenance type of level, and you come to find out like she's really cool and y'all vibrate with each other, and she's going along with the flow, and you're coming to realize that she's there for you. This is very important, you guys. Hear me out, y'all. Oh, that Cheeto factory with her socks off. Look, hold on. You want to make sure that this woman is into you. First and foremost. Now, I know, you guys, while I said it's in a female's nature to look for stability and security, providers and protectors, leaders and teachers, men that can take care of them. That's in our nature, yes. But we have to care about you as the man first. If it's all about what you got and what you can do for me, that's an issue. Because the moment that you are not able to do those things for me, I'm going to fall off. I'm going to find somebody else. I'm going to look for something new. That's where you get those level up queens. They're not interested in you. It's all about what you can do for them. This is why you got to make sure that woman is interested in you first things first. It cannot just be about your resources. It cannot just be about your finances. It cannot just be about your status, your wealth, your assets. No, it has to go further. It has to first start at the foundation, which is you. If that woman cannot respect you and honor you and love you for who you are, she does not deserve anything that comes with you. When a woman does not value you as the individual first, and it's all about what you can do for her, you got to understand her head is going to always be on the swivel. Always. Like, damn, okay, yeah, he got this, but you know, who's next? Who got more? Who got better? Who can offer more? Who can offer better? That's what you get. That's when you run into that type of dilemma. It's like, man, I gave her everything and she still left me because she didn't like you. She never was interested in you. It was all about what you had, what you were offering to her. That's why it's very important, fellas, to make sure that a woman is interested in you first.
Yeah.
What you have, that comes secondly. Because it's important this is why it's so important that you establish that a woman is into you first. Things first for you. Things can go bad. Y'all give us 452 likes. 455. Things can go bad, you guys. Let's say you're on the up and up one day, and you've been on the up and up for years, doing everything righteously, doing everything beautifully, taking care of home. This foundation is set. Then, boom, you fall on hard times. She never was there for you. It was all about what you could do for her. Now you're not able to do those things that reeled her in the first place. And then I don't like you on top of that? What the fuck am I here for? Why am I here when you are, for one, not somebody that I even like? I'm not interested in you. I don't love you. Hell, I'm not even infatuated with your ass. And then for two, you no longer have the things that reeled me in the first place, nigga. You a dud. Why am I here again? This is where those females. It's time for me to go. And they leave you. And I've heard those stories before, fellas. Y'all have told me about those stories. So I was like, man, I gave this girl my whole life. And the moment I fell off, she fell off. She left me. And I could not believe it. I gave this girl my life. I gave her my whole world. I took care of everything for years. And the one time I fell off, she packed up and take my kids and everything. Well, she never liked you, bro. It was all for what you had. You have to establish that genuine love and care and respect for self first.
Right.
And this comes from your little big sister, because I know how females operate. That's why you never reel a woman in with your resources. You never try to reel a woman in with your money. You never try to reel a woman in with your material possessions, because you have to establish who you are first. She has to be interested in you first, because the moment those things are gone or it's no longer offered to her or whatever the case is, or she found something that's better than that, she's out of there. You're going to be looking dumb as hell. You're going to be broken, heartbroken. I've seen it. And then they can't understand, well, why did she do that? Why would she do that after I did everything for her? Because she never liked you. It was all about what you did. What she could get out of you. What she can milk you for. So, fellas, just be middle. Just be medium maintenance. Don't do too much. We got to establish this connection first. We got to see what you're really here for. Don't go all out. Don't be all high maintenance and shit. And then don't be on no bum shit either, though. Let's start right there in the middle. So I can gauge you. What are you about? What are you here for? Do you even like me? Hell, do I even like you?
Exactly.
And then once you establish that, she's genuine, she's sincere, now you can start introducing the high maintenance life. Now you can start introducing the luxuriousness and stuff like that. But initially, hell no. We have got to establish the foundation first, which is you. Game Changer says, easy on the cap lot. What happened? I'm trying to go back to my comments now. Thank you, Robert. Appreciate you. Who else do I see? Why are y'all y'all laughing? What? James said 100. The facts. Now I know I had some donations I had missed. Thank you, CW, for your super sticker. I got one more thing on my list, you guys, and then we can wrap this up. Thank you, Nigel. Thank you, I don't know how to say this name. Al-Hussein? Al-Hussein. My top vetting question is, how would you raise your daughter? Her answer will clear up many questions men have about a woman. That's a very complex question, though, Al-Hussein. Like, that's not something that you can just answer in, like, one word or one sentence even. Like, you really have to go into, like, the great, thorough detail about that. So I guess that would be a good question, though, because you will be able to go into, you know, a multitude of different layers and see or explore rather her mindset, you know, what her lifestyle is, you know, what kind of woman she is. That's a good question, I guess. How would you raise your daughter? I like that, though. Thank you, C Squared. Did I miss anybody? If I miss anybody, I'm sorry. I apologize, y'all. Thank you, though. Thank you, Sandra. She says, just stopping by to show some love. Great collaboration with Melanie. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. All right. Peace, y'all. Okay, let's move right along to the last and final thing. And this is kind of what the brother earlier was going through. As far as dealing with a female that was not checking in for him, but he was blowing her up. That's a hell no. You have to allow her time and space to reach out to you. Fellas, this is so important. This is so important. So many times, I might have to do a lap. So many times, let me get my damn jug, cause my brothers be out here tripping, y'all. So many times I see my brothers out here just in love, like a mother, like, oh my God, like I just really like her, and they will straight blow this female up. Akuma, stop laughing. They be blowing her up, reaching out to her. Hey, going to voicemail, call back. Hey, I don't know if you got my first 25 messages, but this is Daryl, and I just want to let you know I was thinking about you, beautiful, and I was just seeing what you was doing. Call me back, and then she don't call you back, and then you text. I don't know if you got my first 3,500 voicemails, but you know, I was just wondering, did you want to go and get some lunch? Like, nigga, give her time to see about you. Give her time to see about your ass. See, fellas, if ever you come in to a situation where you feel like you are the one and only initiator, that could be a great indicator that that female is not that into you. See, when a woman is into you, fellas, and this is very important when it comes to vetting, when a woman is into you, the moment that she does not hear from you, she's concerned.
Exactly.
She's going to hit you with a hey, big head. Period. It is not ever going to be a situation to where it's like you are the only one checking up behind her, chasing up behind her. Hell no. When a woman really likes you, that does not. And I know what they say, y'all. Well, the man is supposed to chase me, and the man is supposed to come to me, and the man is no,
No.
no, not when it comes to men that they actually want, y'all. That's bullshit. Your little sister told you it's BS. When a woman likes you, she's going to give you playback. She's going to initiate. Period. Now, am I going to lie and say that women don't allow you to reach out first? Sure, initially. So what do I mean by that? Okay, let's say you meet a chick, right? You like her, y'all link up, and it's like, you know, it's a vibe, right? And so y'all exchange numbers. You get her number, whatever, she gets yours. She may very well wait for you to text her or call her first. Reach out to her first, the initial time, right? She may do that. She could very well be into you and wait for you to reach out to her first, to make the first initial contact after the exchange. Yes, women do that. Not gonna lie to you. But after that, if she really likes you, it's gonna be a ping pong. It is not gonna be, okay, I'm just gonna leave him on red for 5 days. I'm just gonna ignore his calls, 5 calls in a row. Like, that is not gonna happen. If a woman is into you, you're gonna get responses, and she's gonna initiate when and if she does not hear from you. She's going to bring up something. She's going to go out of her way to make up something to just contact you about. You know, when she really likes you, when she's really into you.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to allow her time to reach out to you. That can be a key indicator of her being interested. Also, it could give you an indication of if she's the type that is going to reciprocate. Right? So if you're the one that's constantly initiating conversations or initiating meeting up and links up and stuff like that, then, you know, we don't know what type of woman that she would be in a relationship, because, again, she's always waiting around for you to do everything. So would you want to be with a woman like that? Would you want to be with a woman to where you're the only one always having to make accommodations, or you're the one that's always having to reach out to her, or you're the one that's always like, that can get real old and real draining and tiring. You want a woman that is not afraid to let you know that she cares about you too, to let you know that she's there for you too, to let you know that she's interested in you too. Give her time to reach out to you to see if she's the selfish type. Is she the entitled type? Is she the I am the prize type of female? This is why this would be something that is key and simple that you can implement into the vetting process. It's okay to initially reach out to her, maybe even the first 2 times. But then after that, allow her some time to reach back out to you. You never do what the brother did earlier, blowing her up back to back when she's not responding. Fuck her. Yeah, that's coming from your little big sister. No, you never do that. I don't care what these females out here saying. The man's supposed to chase me. I'm just playing hard to get.
Bullshit.
No, we grown. You either gonna get with the program or you're gonna get lost. Ain't no chasing up behind no grown ass people.
Get with the program.
We ain't playing tagging this motherfucker. No.
Get with the program.
You allow her time and space to reach out to you. That way you can gauge her character. Is she the type that is entitled and selfish? Or does she not mind reciprocating? Does she not mind being the one that is being vulnerable? Setting things up. That's important. And so if you find yourself in a situation like that, and then let's say you don't hear from her again, well, Fuck it. Excuse my language, but that's just the truth. And I've seen instances where guys have done that, right? Right? Hear me out, y'all. Hold on. Okay, my computer was tripping. Hear me out, y'all. I've seen instances where guys just were just blowing up this female back to back, and they were getting like no play, no response, or it was real dry. Like it was like, okay, hey, like he would give her two lines of a text message and she'd hit him back with a word or 3 words. Like that's dry as hell. Hell no. But
make no damn sense.
I would tell him, like, because they would come to me about, like, damn, nigga, you know, I did what you told me to do. You know, you told me to fall back, you know, stop reaching out to her. But damn, I haven't heard back from her. Good.
She wasn't feeling you.
Good.
Good. She wasn't into it.
Bye. They're like, yeah, nigga, I know what you're saying. You telling me not to reach back out to her again, but you know, but what if she never responds back to me? Then that means
she wasn't your woman. That's what it means. It means she was only there for what you could do for her. The woman ain't never cared about you. Replace the bitch.
She never wanted you, bro.
Talk to him.
Y'all be so afraid of this female just not ever responding back, and that's why you texting her back to back, even though it's been 10 messages later, 20 phone calls later, 5 voicemails later. Who cares? She obviously is not prioritizing you, and she's not into you like that.
Bingo.
So let her go. Who cares?
Yeah, let her go.
I've had guys say that to me before, like, but what if she never? What if she never responds? Then that means that gives you your answer.
Duh.
The hell? You feel me, Ken? Goodness grief. Thanks, Rod. Speaking of which, y'all like, share, comment, and subscribe, y'all. I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all gotta chill with that. Don't be afraid for no female to be gone like this. So less stress on you.
Yep.
Right. Can't miss what you never had.
Damn right.
She was never your chick anyway. She wasn't talking to you anyway. So what's the difference?
And if you see a call chick and chick don't call back, this right here is what you need to do. Cut that bitch off. Next caller.
If she never talks to you again, she never talked to you anyway, bro. Barely. So what the hell, boy? Bye. UFO says my ex was super clingy and sought attention elsewhere that led to nowhere. That's interesting. But yeah, you guys, like, give her time and space to reach out to you. This is how you can figure out, you know, if she's somebody that's really into you or not. You know, because if she is, best believe she's going to do something. She's going to initiate something. You're never going to be in a situation to where it's just all you doing everything. No, not that she really likes you. All right, y'all. But that's my list. I hope you guys found it to be very helpful and insightful. All right. And it's simple, you know. It's not doing too much. This is something that anybody can implement, anybody can do, right, you guys? So that's what I tried to do for y'all. Give it to y'all plain and simple, okay? Yeah, charge us to the game, girl. Bye. All right. Why are y'all tripping off of all caps? I don't mind people putting caps. I don't mind that, y'all. I mean, as long as they're not being disrespectful, I don't care about all caps. Said she had codependency issues. Ooh. All right, yeah, I try to make it simple so y'all can understand how to do it, all of that. All right, so y'all let me know. Did y'all find it to be helpful, y'all? You know, I think it's pretty helpful. I think it would really help you guys as far as seeing if a female is really into you and seeing if she's compatible with you and your lifestyle. Okay? He says, yep, I learned more. It means you yelling, really? I don't think so. Sometimes I type in all caps and I'm not yelling. All right. What's too long? As far as her not responding to you?
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this off here. Um, I hope that everybody likes this. I'll holler at y'all later. Enjoy the rest of your day. Peace.